So we're factoring trinomials. Let's get started. So for this one, we have 4x squared minus 4x minus 8. Okay, so the a is not equal to 1, meaning the thing in front of the x squared. Do we panic? No. All we have to do is factor out a 4, right? So typically when you're trying to factor these things, you really want a to be equal to 1 because that's like the best, easiest way to do this thing. But in this case, it's not, so we can't just open up the parentheses. But that's what you're looking for. Now, again, you're just going to factor out that 4, which means pull out a 4 from each one of those terms. You could say it as divide the 4 out from each one of those terms. But if I do that, it's going to look like this. Well, 4 and then x squared minus x minus 2. If you distribute the 4 back in, it's going to give you the same thing at the top. Now a is equal to 1, the thing in the parentheses, the x squared. Cool. Now we can go back to the previous way we've been doing this, right? So we're going to open up 2 sets of parentheses. We're going to put an x and an x, and we're going to analyze the factors of 2, okay? Now, 2 is a prime number, so it's only 1 times 2 that'll give us 2. Cool, right? We're going to put the 1 and the 2 in the parentheses, but I'm going to purposely make a mistake because, again, I'm trying to help you understand how to save yourself if you make a mistake. Okay, so let's make this first mistake here. Let's just say I put in the wrong signs. Well, if I put in the wrong signs, no big deal. All we got to do is make sure it passes the add test and the multiplication test, okay? So the add test, does -1 plus 2 give me a -1? We're looking at the second parentheses. And does -1 times 2 give me a -2? It actually works, but it failed the first test, right? It had to give us the -1, the thing in front of the x, and it failed that. So this method is incorrect, and it's okay. All you got to do is change the signs. Again, we're trying to get a -1, so let's go ahead and fix this thing. Well, I'm going to need an x plus 1 times an x minus 2. Cool. This time it works out. Now let's just verify by using both tests. What we're going to do is we're going to do the add test and the multiplication test. The add test, remember, +1 plus a -2 gives me that -1, which is in front of the x. The multiplication, +1 times -2 gives me the -2. So it passes this test. Therefore, this thing is factored correct. So you could say 4x squared minus 4x minus 8 factors into 4 times x plus 1 times x minus 2. All right, if you have any questions, concerns, make sure you leave them in the comment section. Thanks for watching.